Why, hello there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of RJ's Talks. Well, it's December, guys. How did it happen so quick? I don't know. Also, do not order these cables. If you remember, I don't know if any of you were watching yesterday or the last time I did one of these, which was last week. I was using this cable on this mic. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that stuff. But anyway, just if you ever see this mic cable on Amazon, just don't buy it. It is just a noisy boy. I mean, like literally. So I'm now using the 20-foot that came with my other mic, which is really a stage mic. In fact, if we listen in on it, it's like dependent on the mic. Hold up, I'm gonna change out the cabling. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna do this quick change out. There we go. Yeah, we got something. Anyways, enough of that rant, me boyos. Because today we've got some videos that I would like to be producing. Oh, and you just got a Canon T7. Pretty nice camera. Pretty quality camera, my dude. And I still have my DJI Osmo, which is not a bad camera still in 2019. Still not a bad camera. Of course it's not. Now it's not noisy. Things a little... I don't know what... I'll screw with the mic cables later. But anyway, I have some content planned, actually. Over the next week, I'll be getting a new set of studio monitors, and I'll be reviewing those on this very, very channel. And yeah, you can come and watch and, watch me talk about some studio monitors that have pretty much been out since 2015, but still sound pretty good in 2019. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Otherwise, I really don't know what I'm gonna be doing with content. But anyway, yeah. So, now. So anyway, yeah, I've just fixed up the audio issue. Hopefully that fixed it. I don't know if it did. And yes, my dude. I remember. Yeah, that's right. You sent me that one thing about the breadboard and soldering iron stuff. Yeah. It's a bit odd that Radio Shack still seems to be in business though, which is a bit weird. It's like every place that I see in like a 20-mile radius is like closed outside of the ones in St. Petersburg. Like, why? Why is everything closed? It's probably because towards the end of their business career, they tried to push cell phones at people, even though everybody really had one. And I've heard some things about how some of the employees don't even know what a potentiometer is. And yeah. In fact, all of my breadboard components, all of this was from Amazon, actually. These 7-segment displays, and yeah. Oh, it's a place in Tampa that has it. But yeah. But sometimes I prefer... But even though I really am not a big fan of Amazon, I always just get it because I have a gift card for them. Otherwise, I'd be going to places like Jameco, which actually have some pretty nice stuff. They seem unaffected by all this stuff where retail chains are being closed down, even though Jameco is mostly online. And if I were to go with... And yeah. Well, now... Anyway, Well, that was an insane Thanksgiving break that I had. Anyway, so school will be going back in session as of tomorrow, which is not anything which I am not pleased, obviously. And yeah. Well, now. Black Friday. I never get anything on Black Friday. I mean, I was going to get those monitor speakers on Friday. Never really got around to going on B&H and ordering them. Yeah. I always, in the sense of AV equipment, I'm always going to B&H for no reason. I mean, they've got some good, they're pretty good with their stuff. Oh wait, then there's this mic. No, this was a B&H mic. This cable wasn't from there. This one was an Amazon mic. It sounds good depending on whatever features you have. Like this setting and this cable, when we use this equipment, it actually sounds pretty nice. And then when I use this cable, no. And yet now I'm hitting like the springs of this recently repaired mount. These mounts, don't like them. I'm gonna go for something like one of those mounts you use for these kinds of mics. I mean, it's already got this one already. It came with the mounting equipment in box. But yeah. Well, it's been a tiring day of just cleaning up this place and doing absolutely nothing. I wasn't able to get any content out in the past week or so for no obvious reason, apparently, but well, yeah. Wait, YouTube has a new low latency mode? Should have enabled it. Okay, you inhaled a ton of solder fumes. I think this has actually happened to me before. Hopefully you're in an open room, like the doors are open, you can vent it out easily. You should be able to breathe that stuff out. Yeah, I know. Solder fumes are concerning. What did the soldering iron's wire made of? If it had lead in it, then yeah, that's of concern. But if it doesn't have lead in it, you're pretty good. If it's one of the lead frees, then you're good. You are in a closed room and this solder stuff probably had lead in it. Or have all electronics companies started to mandate that everyone uses ROHS compliant stuff? It's like YouTube with COPPA compliant stuff. Everything must be COPPA compliant now. So now I can't talk about sports. I can only talk about really boring things. Because this way it's not kid friendly. Demonetized. Because I got Minecraft on. Oh no. And it's appealing to kids. Oh no. Well, goodbye all future hopes of monetization. Well now. Yeah, that was a bit quiet. Huh. No wonder why. So, low latency, normal latency. YouTube could have told me that before I started the stream. Like, they actually now have a normal latency thing and a low latency. Great, so yeah. Oh no, it has lead in it. My dude. Yep. Yeah. Oh no. I should have gone low latency if I knew that feature existed. Then I wouldn't have had to have that awkward... Now I wouldn't have had that awkward 23-second delay, I think it was. Also, by the way, about the 40% lead. I mean, like, how much lead do you use? Did you use quite a lot of it? Or did you use, like, quite a lot of the stuff? I mean, in small concentrations, you should be okay. But you said a bunch of solder fumes. I highly doubt that that will even... But you should be okay by now. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just some guy with a lot of breadboard components. I mean, like I got a ton of capacitors and RGB LEDs. That's all I really got. But nah. But if it's 40% lead, I guess it makes sense because lead actually has a lower boiling point than many other elements. So now you can, and that's why it's in soldering paste and stuff, because well, now you can now just like literally go. Yeah. Well, anyway, enough of that stuff. Alright. Well. I believe it has been... 60% tin. Oh, 60% Tim. What'd they do to Tim? Tin. Classic material in it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what they normally put in that stuff. I was expecting some form of lead in there. Anyway, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna leave off stream here. I have not eaten dinner yet, so I'm gonna go and get that. And I'm gonna and yeah, that's it for today. And